What we're gonna do first, actually, is show you what the map actually looks like because of how complex it is. If you don't know this, the first step to winning steel is to learn the map. That's it. So I'm gonna actually go to B first to show you what this is like before it's capped. This going through spawn is the only way to get to B or E right now, because A is its own little separate isolated thing. Most teams will build a sentry gun straight at B, so you can't really do much over here. And you can't get to C from that angle either. The thing you can really do at this point is to come over here and cap B. Which, because of the unique layout of this map, can be capped at any time. There's a spawn there that red can get out of. This doesn't open until A is capped, which you will see later. And then there's a spawn here. And that's it. It is really simple. You can also go up there by walking up here. Walking up here. Forget you're my camera. You're not on me. A, you can either come out of this area, or you can walk up through here, through spawn. Not much to say about A. Their spawn's just up here. We're just gonna have to wait for it to cap. The two doors though, they're gonna open once we do cap. Get on here. Or over there, which will open very quickly. And over here, which goes to E and will open very slowly. This is a drop down that goes straight to B. There's this large health and ammo up here. And going in here right away is pretty much a death trap, so you never want to do that as any class. I've gotta go back to A actually. I'm gonna show the E door is probably open by now. So this door leads into this area of the map. This is one of the two major areas of the map, the other one being across the point right over there. Most people will call it AD connector, or something like IT or computer because of all these things over here. Most of the map, one team will either have control of it or the other. And if you don't, it's a major flanking route to every point. Once A is capped, blue gets control, or can freely go into all this area around here. You can get in here. You can walk all the way over back here. If you are a jumpy class. You can even get up here and walk past their next forward spawn. This area is actually completely safe until B is capped because nobody will be able to spawn here. But you can't get through that door. Shorten is showing you. I don't even know walk up there if you're up there. This bit here is known as the BCE connector because they have very creative names for it. Something else people ever call this? I swear I never hear anything else, but like...
Yeah, some people call it hallway.
There's nothing here.
You can call it hallway, but it's like a lot of hallways. It's just...
Yeah, there's just... This map is like hallways and points, and then hallways in between the points, and yeah. But yeah, that's BCE connector, and it is very important to both this point and E at this time. This point being B. Right now, before B is capped, blue's ways into this point are to walk all the way through A and E, and then come through the BC connector, or to walk through their spawn over here, or to use the drop down from A, which again is rarely a good plan. Once B is capped, this gate will open very slowly. Very slowly.
Also, once B is capped, their red team's original spawn is switched over to the other side of the map.
Yep. And When red loses their spawn, anybody who is in the spawn at that time will be automatically switched spawns as well. There's a door here to the next spawn. Door here. And 2 doors over here. You're not with me.
I thought you were gonna show the 3rd door.
Oh, sorry. And 2 doors over here. Well, I guess there's, yeah, that door, okay. I consider it part of the other door. Because it's like the same kind of... It's the same general area, they just both go to D. I don't know. That's it when B is capped, correct? I swear I always feel like I'm forgetting something with that point, but... You're really not.
No, because the only one
It's
that
also...
entrance is the one that opens up after Cap A. So yeah, the yellow
that's
shutter,
it.
is the other one.
That's pretty much it for most of the entrances, by the way. Once B is capped, anybody can access any of the map from pretty much anywhere. This gets much harder for red. Let's go back to E so we can watch the little things go. These slow ramps. The only change when C is capped is that these little catwalks extend over to E. Really, really slowly. Once they start going out a little bit, pretty much any class can jump there. So once C is capped, anybody can cap E, not just the mobile classes. See, red doesn't lose their spawn door that leads to C when E is capped, so you can always have flanks from there. Their combo can rotate from there to E or whatever. I see a lot of people seem to like ignore that area after C is capped. You should be capping E right now, though. So we get to D. From C to D, you can of course walk through this hallway from their spawn that walks past red spawn that we've been using.
Yeah, that's where most things.
Red has a window here, and can see anybody using this hallway, which makes it somewhat risky. And then, come on. And then once you cap D, red completely loses their forward spawn, going straight to E. These little, fences show up too, which are kind of funny. I guess that's so, like, you can't get pyro air blasted off very easily or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like it hurts more than it helps in some cases, especially if you're on something like Scout, because you can't just, you know, do that. Well, I guess Scout's the only class that can jump more than once, so of course it only hurts Scout. It does make this little drop down here better. This area down here, by the way, is important to know about. It connects the BCE connector and E to this little area under C. And there's a big health pack and a big ammo pack down here. A very powerful little flank, especially for something like Pyro. And that is mostly it. At this point, where you can come from is pretty much anywhere. If we cap this, we're just gonna get switched to red, aren't we?
I'm not sure.
Should have thought about that. Oh well, this has a really long cap time. It's also worth noting that every time blue captures a point, they get faster spawns and red gets longer spawns. By the time D is capped, red has something absurd like a minimum 20-second spawn, and blue has practically instant spawns. E is also a very slow cap, as you can see.